The movie is scary and spooky and filled with creepy crawler things. Rats that are spies, and bugs that are chocolates, and snakes and snails and puppy dog tails.
I have a messy box of rats, and this is kind of how I worked.
Yeah, the bag of rodents.
It started out really organized and quickly became disheveled, but I think that for me, it worked out better that way, just having a pile of rats.
I don't like rats at the best of times.
They're not cute, lovable rats. These are awful, creepy little rats.
The biggest challenge with them is probably also, I think, what sold them as a presence on a screen was their tails. Tails need to be animated. They need to curl around, they need to slither, they need to be tracked and smooth, and they all need to do it. And that probably did drive me crazy on a few days, because they're just, you know, these little curves and keeping a curve flowing and all this stuff when there's 25 of them, sort of greyhounds with worms following them. Because they're creepy and evil, they always had these little kind of crooks in it. A little bit of squareness in a curve is creepy. Makes them kind of menacing, like you wouldn't want to mess with a whippy rat tail. They didn't get to have a full fluffy coat. They got bald patches, so that's always icky. I think rats are underestimated. They're really intelligent. They're probably just about as smart as a cat. They have great potential, rats.
The other mother's transformation is cool yet very scary at the same time. It's like you want to see what she's going to look like, but then once you see it, she's very creepy looking.
She's a monster.
That is cool, but then it's like, oh, this is not good, kind of. It's a little creepy there.
Creepy, great, fabulous. Huh.
She's a witch who feeds on children. Now, does she literally eat them? We never say. It's not like Hansel and Gretel where she's fattening up kids to stick them in the oven and there's a definite sense that she literally will eat those children. But when you think about it, she's sure feeding Coraline a lot of good food. She never eats anything herself except for a chocolate beetle. When the other father and Coraline are having these delicious meals, you'll notice there's nothing on her plate. She never takes a bite. So I just feel like she swallows them. Whether that's literally or figuratively, she lives off their energy. She's looking for something to love, and she loves something to eat. They're kind of the same thing. Don't you love your food?
You know I love you.
You have a very funny way of showing it.
The other Mother 3 character, we always knew that her skirt was going to be a challenge because she starts off as this very tall, slender supermodel kind of proportion woman, and then she sort of stretches out into more of a creature.
Apologize at once.
These are a bug collection that influenced us in the making of the other Mother 3. Yes, they are real bugs. I'm really gagging.
That's disgusting.
We looked at them for texture and the way the light reflects off them and the pattern on this bit of them, their wings at the back. This particular one was the biggest influence on the pattern for the other Mother 3.
From that, we worked out how we were going to get the print of all of these panels coming from the carapace. It's all based on this sort of design here.
Ooh, creepy.
Check out Slugzilla.
I heard about Slugzilla probably the second week that I was here. We were having a puppet breakdown meeting, and I thought it was a joke. Then it turns out it was actually real, that there was going to be a Slugzilla character. I was like, I really would like to make that character because we have such things in common. Why not? This is Slugzilla, and it's made with lead wires and different types of silicone. Yeah, silicone and lead, so definitely not safe for children to play with. This is the mold. I just do it layer by layer, like I'll do the spots first, and then I'll do the hood, and then I'll do the base coat, and then I'll lay the armature in, and then I'll put the rest of the material in on both sides, make sure there's no air bubbles, slam it shut. When it comes out of the mold, this is just a wonderful slimy material. It's a silicone, it's translucent silicone. As you brush it on, even though you get brush strokes, it'll smooth out, so then it ends up just looking like glass. You don't want to put it on in big, huge gobs, because it's gonna drip down, and then I'm done. So he's slimy and almost ready for his close-up.